Hello everybody, please do ignore that. I've just had a shower. So this is what we're doing today apparently. So yeah, today I wanted to talk about a couple of things that I have gotten, not recently, but I've gotten a while ago. One of them, if you've been keeping up with my shorts, for those that do watch shorts, you'll probably recognise one of these things immediately. And I just wanted to talk about Alice again, because in my opinion, this game does not get enough love, and it's the first one. Madness, no, not Mad. Madness Returns is the second one. American McGee's Alice is the first one. So what I've got with me today is the Alice Madness Returns or Alice 2 um, design document, and of course the art of Alice Madness Returns. I'm going to get these names of these video games messed up a lot in this video, and people are probably going to get angry at me. So the reason I wanted to talk about these side by side like this is because obviously this goes more in depth into the game, and this goes more in depth into the art, as obviously as well as the game. And of course there is bits in this that obviously don't coincide with what's in the art book, such as bios of the characters, their age, stuff like that. And it's been really interesting to see what was inside this design document, because generally, from my experience anyway, design documents aren't really released to the public, because I think they're obviously supposed to be like internal documents that are supposed to be kept secret. But obviously, as you can see on the front of this, probably if the sun doesn't blow it out, it's got a signature on it, and that signature is from Mr. American McGee himself. You can buy this on his store, which I'll link below. It's not cheap. And it's just it's definitely a must buy. Definitely a must buy if you are a crazy fan of these games. Like, it even goes into forms of combat that are in the game, but obviously were supposed to be planned in a different way. And it also goes into Alice's weapons, which are, of course, noted down in the art book. If I can just find the page. And they are noted down in the art book. I've read this book so many times, you'd think I'd be able to find the page. Here we go. There we go. Which are noted down in the art book, obviously in more detail than the design document. But it's still a welcome treat to see stuff like this. And of course, you get all like the old Victorian, like, what do they call them? Like advert posters or something. I'm not sure if there's an actual name for them. But also, it has the same kind of artwork, just in a bigger size and more detail that you can look at, of Alice brandishing a couple of the weapons as well. And obviously it goes into more detail on the next page on how some of these weapons would work. And obviously some weapons that were cut, such as wands, such as a hammer, although I guess you could argue that the hammer was turned into the hobby horse, which would technically be true because it's still kind of used like a hammer. And it's just been amazing to own something like this, because even in this, there's screenshots from the game. And at one point, oh god, I've lost it. Yes. At one point, there was going to be a map or ideas for a map that was, I believe, going to obviously copy the same way that they did it on the loading screens for American McGee's Alice. And here we go, more about the characters. So there we've got a bio, a couple pages of Alice, page for Dr. Bumby, page for the people of Victorian London, one for a page for Nurse Witless, one for Radcliffe, and one for Anne Porter. And of course more for like Jack Splatter and some background characters and such. Also goes into more detail, I believe, in the art book of some ways that you can, or the devs could, I should say, change clothing. Yes, even goes into more detail of how devs could change clothing and heads to make a variety of characters a little bit more easier than obviously having to swap or just keep plopping in separate models and making separate models. I guess it was easier to model one character in a variety of ways and obviously model different heads that you could swap and change. What I also like about this book is that it goes into dev images from when Alice Madness Returns was in its dev phase. There's a lot of stuff in these books and a lot of, quite frankly, stellar artwork that is definitely worth picking up this book. Now, would I recommend you try and find this book on eBay or anything like that? Yes and no. I say yes and no mainly because I was very fortunate for when I got my copy, because 99% of the books that you'll find of these are in the either a Chinese or Japanese print, because I can't remember where, people can correct me in the comments below. I believe McGee lives in Japan or it was China, I cannot remember. So obviously all of the orders and stuff come from there. So I guess they have a priority print, I guess I'll call it. So they get their print first, yes. And then they handle with the translation for other countries and such. But if you get lucky, I am sure you can find this art book for a decent price, because a lot of them are signed by McGee himself, and people are obviously wanting stupid amounts of money for them for whatever hell reason. But easiest one to get is the design document, because it is on the Mysterious website, which I will link in the description and I will link in the comment section down below. And obviously these two books would be brilliant to have together for any Alice fan, but I would not recommend you try and chase this down so much. Just maybe have the occasional search every so often to see if you can actually find this for a decent price in your country. So, I shall not take up any more of your time. I hope you enjoyed the video. You know, the usual sort of McGuff. There's the comments, there's the like button, there's the dislike button. It does much anymore. Thanks, YouTube. And of course I have my Patreon linked in the about section, which I have a little update for. I have revisioned or revised some of the tiers. I have taken away some of the quite stupidly more expensive ones. Don't ask me why I put them there because I have absolutely no idea. And there is a 7-day free trial on the £1 a month tier. So if you wish to try out my Patreon, there is a 7-day month, a 7-day month, a 7-day free trial that you can obviously subscribe to. I'm not sure if it makes you pay. I don't know. Why would it make you pay? It's not a free trial. If it makes you pay, then it's a paid trial. It's a free trial. You can try it. I'm rambling. My God. Just end the video. Look, the important thing to know is there is a 7-day free trial on my Patreon for the £1 here. If you want to try it out, I have revised some stuff so everybody gets an arty tier for any art that I upload. It could be anything. I'm working on ideas for the stickers, which are also on my Patreon. If you people would like to have a look, I probably won't be selling those particular stickers or anything like that if this plan does go through. But some feedback would be appreciated. Right, so before I fuck up any more sentences, let's end the video. Bye bye.